Boanga, do better. Stop being selfish. Let the game come to you. You're a great player. You don't have to force the game. The game will come to you. So relax. Give the ball to Bella. You give that ball to Bella, that Miami game is different.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. It's your girl, Brigitte Flores, co-executive director of Vibes, and I am here with Julio Monterrosa, our other co-executive director of Vibes. What is going on?
Still missing Ramsey. Ramsey, I don't know what's going on. He's on the contract talk with Urban Pitch himself. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he comes back next week.
If you've heard about Ramsey's whereabouts, please let us know because he went MIA on us.
Yeah, so on Instagram, please DM me some Ramsey sightings. You want to know where Ramsey's at?
We're about to put his face on like a carton milk and be like, went missing. How tall is he? Like 6 something? I don't know.
We're gonna go to the valley, put like the.
He gets angry really fast. He's from the valley, not LA.
we gonna go to the valley and put like every telephone pole will be like, not telephone pole. I don't think they have that anymore, but like every electric light pole will be like, hey, missing dog. If you see him, please return him to his own rightful owner. Urban Pitch.
I'm missing the bromance.
For real, like this guy.
It's okay. We'll give him his time. I guess he deserves to like take some time away from us, but we are here with the solo dolo episode, missing Ramsey, of course, but we're gonna take over today and we just gonna have conversations and chill.
Let's do it.
Vibe out, right?
Yeah, definitely. We just took like 7 shots before we even started, so let's make this happen.
He's lying, for the record.
But am
I? Speaking of taking shots and going crazy, how was your Portland trip?
Yeah, I went to Portland this weekend to watch the LAFC Portland game. It was fun. Like the trip, I did 24 hours. Left at 3 from LA Saturday afternoon. Came back 5 p.m. Sunday. So it was fun. The only thing is like I'm not a big fan. Like this is probably my fault because watching the Portland games on TV, hearing the loud fans, I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds so cool. Like I want to visit that stadium. And then now, after being there, I'm like, not a big fan. It's an old baseball stadium. It's turf. Turf fields rubbed me the wrong way just because as much as the sport's growing, we got to get rid of turf at all. And then as a visitor, there's a lot of blind spots in the stadium. So a lot of things they to improve in that stadium. But other than that, the city's growing around it. There was no real bars right next to the stadium to go and enjoy some beer. And if I'm wrong, please DM me because I'm planning to go back.
Let us know.
Like
little Urban Pitch travel
to Portland, yeah. But if you sit where the fans are at, the Portland fans are at, amazing view. Like for the home grounds, I'll call them the home grounds. It's amazing view for them, but for the visitors, I feel like it's not a good sight. And like if you go to any other stadium, I'm gonna go back to BMO. If you go to BMO, like they have the little corner in BMO where the fans and they can see the stadium well. Like there's no blind spots. So I had the press box for the first half. Second half, I wanted to go watch where the 3252 was at, and then there's a lot of blind spots to look.
Yeah.
Like once people are attacking towards the opposite goal. So
it sounds like Portland knew where to place their visitors.
No, definitely they had competitive edge on that. But
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchups reports for baseball, boxing, golfing, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games, available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.
But that stadium does something. A big pro of that stadium is it sounds so loud.
Echoes.
All right. So when I said with the 3252, I didn't hear like it retains sound. So like I didn't hear the Portland fans, but when I walked towards the stadium, like all around, besides where the 3252 was at, 3252 was at, the Portland fans were rocking and like gave me a little bit chills. They beat LAFC 3-1.
1? No,
2-0. they cut the three stomp whatever you call that mug. They cut the tree, whatever. And I was like, dang, I was like, it was just so cool. Besides looking at the game, like the fan experience, amazing. I just wish they had like a little tailgate area prior to the games.
Okay.
Because I like to go to get drunk.
Yeah, of course. You like to feel the environment before you're in the environment.
Definitely.
So you're saying that while you were at the home game for Portland supporters were a little louder. How would you compare Portland supporters compared to LAFC supporters at home?
They were, I think they were equally as loud.
Okay.
But that stadium does retain sound. I felt like, but they don't stop cheering. Like,
they go hard too.
Yeah, and that's one of my things. Like, Portland's always one of the fan bases that everybody knows, like, for being strong, for being strong, keeping it going 90 minutes, and like it showed. They were going ham. Like, Will Ferrell's with the guy that cuts the tree, and like they're taking pictures. Like, it was a whole vibe. It was a great vibe. Honestly, like besides like that little blind spot thing, I had fun in the city. It was great. Downtown Portland is on the rise. You can tell like there's a lot of construction going on there. It's not there yet. It was a little bit of not homeless people, but like I was walking to the stadium. Some people just doing drugs randomly. It was crazy, but other than that, it shows that the city's growing. It's getting better.
Yeah.
And like I stayed at the Moxie Hotel in downtown Portland. Once you check in, there's no promo.
You don't check out.
Once you check in, they give you a free drink ticket. So it was great. Like honestly, I had fun. If you sit anywhere else but the supporter section, you're gonna have a
great time.
Yeah, opposite supporter section, you're gonna have a great time. It was fun.
Did you get to have any coffees out in Portland?
No. So my flight was supposed to be at 6 a.m. Didn't wake up because I went urban pitch golfing.
Yep.
That's a whole thing.
We know of that.
That's a whole thing. So I missed my flight in the morning. Didn't get a flight till 1:30. But there's like at LAX there's a pilot strike. So my flight got pushed from 1 to 1:30 to 1:50 to 2:15 to 3:45. So I flew out of LAX 3:45, got to Portland at 5:45ish. 6-ish. Got my Uber. It was a 20-minute airport to downtown Portland drive. Showered a little bit and went straight to the stadium.
Yeah.
So it was. There was no way to get coffee.
So literally 24 hours.
Yeah, I was running late, so there was no way to go get coffee. And I wanted to saw a few spots, but after the game, I forgot the bar's name. Shout out to that bar though. They had all the music playing.
Did they exceed your expectations?
Yeah, great. I walk in, they're playing Mac Dre. I'm like,
hey,
no, hey. They hit the Dougie. They play Dougie. I'm like, oh, was Dougie?
You're like, am I in LA?
I'm like, this is LA 2010, yo. I'm here for this bullshit. So music was nonstop all night, dancing. Literally, I got to my apartment like I was drenched in sweat. It was fun, and then the following day, woke up. Shout out to Eche, Oliver, Spencer, Connor, Devin, Mercedes. Like we went to a brunch spot. The whole crew. We went to a brunch spot after, and I was like, yeah, I gotta fly. I was hungover, so I was trying to be like modest about it. They're like, nah, I don't want to drink. 2 mimosas later, I'm like, let's get this rocking.
Hey, tell me why I woke up Monday. First call of the day with my team, and the first thing I hear is just like about the Portland trip, and then your name comes up. We start talking about you and your vibes out there, and I was just like, how is it that I wake up to a work call and it's about Julio? Like, I can't escape you, bro.
Hey, I cannot.
Hey,
Julio's for the streets.
Hey, you are. But I heard y'all had a good time. I heard it was a vibe.
It was a great. Honestly, it was like wholesome, house party vibes. Everybody was dancing. Everybody it was no drama. It was just
it felt like a reunion, right? Because also Etche's out there.
Yeah, Etche's out there. I don't want to call him my ex-roommate because it sounds kind of like we were dating, but
yeah.
we were a person I live with, but it sounds bad as well. So no,
the homie
I used to live with. Man, it still sounds bad.
We're gonna have to figure out.
We gotta figure out how to say this, but roommate. Old roommate, moved to Portland, working for Adidas. Shout out to Eche. Showed us a great time. His Adidas team was there as well, and it was nothing but like dancing, drinks, and just having fun. Then the following day, we go to Topgolf in Portland.
Oh, right. You did that.
I was so drunk, I couldn't even hit the ball. But I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. Probably like the mimosas hit me. But like, all right, so the downtown Portland to the airport is like about a 25, 30-minute drive. But for some reason, they're like, oh yeah, Topgolf is like 30 minutes away. So I'm thinking it's towards the airport for some reason. But it was like away from the airport. So instead of like doing a 20-minute drive to the airport, I had to do like a 50-minute ride back to the airport. And I was running late. I got to the airport at 5. My flight was at 5:40. Passed TSA at 5:10. Took a sprint.
Out of breath and everything.
My fat ass shouldn't be running like that. Get to the door and they're like, 35 seconds, we're closing the door. Like, don't. I can't even speak. Like, don't. I just have to show my ticket. I'm like, don't. I just like, here. So like, yeah, get in. You're the last person. Yeah. And I feel sorry. Shout out to the people that sat next to me. I had the middle seat and I was drenched in sweat. It's alcohol. Like,
Topgolf sweat.
Yeah, Topgolf. It was just me, like, literally, like, for the first 30 minutes of that flight, it was just me
drenched,
like, just sweating profusely for no reason. Like, on the way there, I got the aisle seat, but that time, for my luck, since I was the last one, I got the middle seat, and I feel bad for these two people because, like, I'm not trying to sweat with them, but, like, the more I try to keep my hands up,
the more you're sweating.
The more I'm sweating.
You're a mess.
Super mess.
Listen, if there's one thing about you is if it's a 24-hour trip, you're gonna make it a 24-hour trip. So whenever we go to Portland with Urban Pitch, we're gonna have to make sure we make time blocks for you so that you're not
Austin
running
trip
late.
Coming soon. We're gonna see how that goes.
Austin, yep. That's another little 24 hours. No,
I'm gonna do
3 day. 2 day.
I'm gonna do a 3 day. I'm trying to do a 3 day on that one because 24 hours is fun. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like I still wanted to try some coffee in Portland.
Yeah. You missed
We were supposed to go to a bookstore. Don't know what happened with that.
Knowing you're not gonna make it to the books.
No, I was trying to make it to the books. Like I wanted to do some 50 Shades of Grey, but in Spanish.
Anyway, speaking of Portland played LAFC. Unfortunately for LAFC, they lost. Portland showed up, did their thing. But before we move on to what's happening this week, can we talk about this whole Messi effect and then the fact that like it came to LA and we saw it happen in LA? And I feel like your perspective, my perspective, same but also different. You know what I mean? Like we were both in different spaces at the same time, running around. Didn't it feel like everything was just like elevated to the max?
Yo, so let me start off with this. So, like we had media passes before. Shout out to LAFC. Shout out to the LAFC's team that keeps improving us.
They be killing it.
So first of all, like we've been getting press passes for about a year now. Literally, it's always calm. Tell me why they have bleachers like in the press box.
I'm like, who is this bleacher for? Yeah. Who is gonna, who's sitting at the top and it's not even the top?
No, literally, so like there was a lot of blind spots, but like it was crazy because like
it was wild.
Hercules Gomez, like one of the soccer pundits I look up to, even though there's some takes that I don't agree with, but like who is who? Like Beto from ESPN 710. Like if you're a Laker fan, you've heard his voice already. Mm-hmm. Like everybody that was LA media was there. Mm-hmm. And like but not there, but elevated plus more,
yeah. And we could talk more about that in a bit too with like the
we can talk about the names,
the celebrities, the names,
So but yeah, like it just seemed like a lot. Like honestly, like first of all, to get my press pass, it took me about 45 minutes. It was a long line.
Damn.
Me and Roy were like making small talks with a comedian. Shout out to him. Like it was a long line. It just took forever to get in.
Yeah.
Like, and then once you get in, you walk and you like. So if you've been to LAFC games, you know that there's a lot of standing mm-hmm. area where people don't have to buy tickets. They just put their beer there and drink. Mm-hmm. No, they made those seats as well. They had tape.
They capitalized off of everything.
Pause every inch.
Every inch. Well, you know what? And we could talk a little bit more about that because they did it in a way that still put LAFC first. as we've seen, and Miami has played their first 3 regular home games in the MLS season after the Leagues Cup, and they won that. But the last 3 3 regular MLS games that they've played, the first 2 teams that they played, I feel like they capitalized off of the Messi effect, but in a way where they would profit no matter what. Especially, we did see a lot of controversy and a lot of conversations and comments about Red Bull team, and how like they just, everything was just messy everywhere. LAFC did it in a way that where they were like, well, we can capitalize, but we're still gonna bring black and gold.
It aged bad, but like there was a picture that LAFC posted saying like, all right, there was a Vela Pig playing in Spain against Messi, like like again, but now you're coming to his house.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So like, I feel like Vela was trying. Well, we can talk about the game in a bit, but how did it feel for you? Like you had to work the event. Like
I know, dude. When I tell you I was tired, I was exhausted. Like I was running around everywhere. There were so many people. People were questioning who I was. I mean, you know, like I barely have any. You know, it was just like security was like 3 times as what it usually is.
Kid got choked out.
The kid got and the homie ran. Like the security guy was just like taking off. He said, "Look at these pink shoes taking off."
Boy, but
hey, but shout out to that kid. He touched Messi.
Yeah.
He made it to Messi. I'm sure he's never gonna forget that. I'm also sure he's never gonna come back to an MLS game for a while.
For at least 5
you
years.
touched Messi, but you ain't coming back, my guy. You got the Messi effect to the max.
I got that security. How do you know when like a fan has been kicked out?
Dude, that guy has eyes everywhere.
No, but
all right. You're saying like after?
I'm saying because like, all right, whatever. We can get into that in a bit, but like, so finish your story about how was it working.
Anyway, so for me, it was very hectic. There was a lot going on, like not just like the names of who was showing up, but also like the security, and then also for me, you know, on my side of things, I was just like supporting with. I mean, it's
whatever your role is. You don't
have
to get deep on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know, I was doing my thing. I was doing my thing. Anyway, but I did have an opportunity to be with Messi. I said hi to him. I was like with Sergio Busquets. I was with Jordi Alba. Dude,
Jelly.
I will never forget that. Like, for me to be in that position, to be that close to them, to have to direct and be like, Sergio, acá, Messi, pa' acá. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like
and then Messi hit with the que mira boba.
No. Dude, he doesn't say anything. Like, he was game mode. He was focused. Like, you could tell he was ready to just like, I feel like it's just like, and that's just like every soccer player that's ready to kick, you know, ass at a game.
Yeah.
Like, you're focused, you're ready to go. But on top of that, they have the media, they have the countdowns, they have all of it on them. The pressure is on. And dude, when I tell you that, what is it called? Where, you know, like where the players come out of, you know the area.
Yeah, I know the area.
Founders?
Right there with the Founders Club. So like they have the little
The
Founders
bar.
Club, the bar. If you had good tickets at an LAFC game, you guys
You're
know what I'm
in
talking
Founders
about.
Club, yeah.
If you support a section only,
You'll figure it out.
Look at Ticketmaster.
Well, basically, dude, that when I tell you,
shout out to anybody that
it was
can
like
afford that.
this. It was like this, like crazy packed. I've never seen that area that packed. It was insane, and it was just like big Messi fans, just like LAFC fans that are Messi fans. It was wild, dude. Everything just felt so chaotic. Everything felt like super rushed, but also like a messy, a chaotic, organized kind of like game.
But it's crazy how LAFC fans like we're trying to be super LAFC fans, but
the minute you see
Messi,
Messi,
but not really. But like they're wearing their pink jerseys with the the LAFC pink jersey.
Oh yeah.
Like or the white and pink LAFC jersey because they were like, like it looks like a Miami jersey, but
it's LAFC.
Crazy. Like shout out to y'all.
No, but shout out to the North End because they held it down. They made the warning. They put out the announcement like no other jersey but black, no other jersey but black. Whether it's an LAFC beige, LAFC pink, no other jersey but a black LAFC jersey. No
or
other
we gonna make you
team,
take
no
it
other
off.
country. Yep. And they even had extra shirts for people.
Yeah, definitely. They did their thing. Shout out to 3252. Like
shout
honestly,
out to 3252.
Honestly,
they hold it down.
If they're not top 3, they're not 2. Like honestly, they're up there. Like
They are.
They do their thing for their team. They ride like it's great. So now let's get to the game. How did you feel? How did you feel the game? Like, I can if you want me to start, I can start.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like honestly, like first of all, Messi didn't do shit, but he did a lot. That's the first thing I see the player not do anything but do the most. Like it's crazy. Like he didn't like he walked. Then again, like no complaints. Messi needed to. He has way more games coming.
Yeah.
So, but like when I say he didn't do, basically, he didn't take over the game in the showboat type of way.
Yeah.
But he took over the game in the presence. His presence alone for
I
90
feel that.
minutes, it's crazy. So beginning of the game, I'll say like 20 minutes in, the referee blows the whistle. Kaylin Acosta doesn't hear it. Messi didn't hear it. Kaylin, I love you. Swear to God, I love you. Like favorite player, MLS player of all times. But he hit you with a stutter step, and it was crazy how like you was there. I was like, Kaylin, just slide his ass. Hit Messi.
Do something.
Hit Messi. Like honestly, hit Messi. Like hit Messi. So like, but like besides that, like the rest of the game, his presence alone, crazy. But like I'll say this right now, like Messi, he's a factor. But my favorite player of that game, and people don't give him credit, Busquets is the GOAT. Like he controls tempos. I'm a Real Madrid fan, so this sucks to say, but Busquets in Spain days, like he just can control the tempo of the game without doing much but 2 touches.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think that showed with Inter Miami's last game without Messi. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, yeah, LAFC, Inter Miami. I think for me, the first 5 minutes was just like
crazy.
We're really playing like Messi's right there, Jordi Alba's right there, Busquets. Like, I think for me, the first 5 minutes was just trying to like grasp the realities of the fact that like Messi was playing in LA on an MLS team.
No, my thing, like going just a little piggyback on that. Messi playing in LA in a competitive game that means something to him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. So I think after that, I was just like, all right, let's see. And I'm not going to lie, like, I think the first half of the game,
all
LAFC. All LAFC.
Boanga, we got to do better, Boanga.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if it was like the starstruckness, the nervousness. I have no idea. I feel like this was the moment to like work as a team and be a team player. Yeah.
Too many heroes.
Boanga wanted to be the hero, didn't execute. Vela was there, didn't see him.
I don't care what nobody says, but that's the most emotional I've seen Vela being in my while. And like, because Vela wanted this.
Yeah, he did.
All right, he didn't.
You know what this meant for him.
Yeah, you can talk about his performance, but then again, this guy is like a team player.
He brings a lot to LAFC.
He like Boanga. Probably Carlos had already apologized to you about this, but like him going off at him, it was him talking him.
It was a moment.
It was a moment, but it showed that Vela, all that shit I talk about him, he wants this.
Yeah.
Either way, what do you talk about? Like he's a basketball fan. He came to LA because he's a Lakers fan. All this bullshit you talk about him, that play show like what you talking about. I want this shit. Stop playing with me. Like give me the ball. I'll make some damage. And I feel like Bella and Boanga, Boanga first, Bella after, like instead of making the game come to them, they were going after the game to the point where like they were just up. But yeah, it's crazy.
And LAC had so many chances to execute in the first half, and I felt frustrated. I was just like, luckily, I was able to be like down on the field.
Yeah.
I got to be on the field. I was waiting for some things to happen. So while I was waiting, I had the opportunity to wait down by the field. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this opportunity and watch the game from down here. But it was frustrating because I'm like, dude, that first half we could have executed, taken the game over, and rode the second half like nothing. And then that this was the moment, this was the game for LAFC to capitalize and show who they are. Prove to the city, prove to everyone in the world watching that game, because people were watching what LAFC is made of. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I think that It sucks, dude. It
No,
sucks.
as an LAFC fan, it does suck, but like as a soccer fan, let's get to it as a soccer fan.
Okay.
So first thing first, like Messi. I'm a Real Madrid fan,
Right.
but that Cristiano Ronaldo Messi talk, I'm gonna get butchered for this, but I'm a Messi fan. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, like he symbolizes like work hard, play hard, and execute. Messi symbolizes like make the pass for the goal, do the right thing. So for me, it's like I was never the quickest player, I was never the fastest player growing up. Even in college, like my thing was just like play the game the right way, and good things will happen for you. So that's why I'm a Messi fan. But going back to that, Messi, it was cool watching Messi. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, all right, so I'm not a big fanboy when it comes to like seeing celebrities or people that are up there. But like, it's only one time like I've been a real fanboy. It's when I saw Kobe and Vanessa Bryant on the Run Tour 2018, Beyonce and Jay-Z. But seeing Busquets, like literally, like the game was going on, and I saw myself just like staring at Busquets. That like for 20 minutes, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm watching because like he's such a freaking menace with the ball in his feet. Like, doesn't lose it, does the right play, but that right play that he does can control the game. Like, was it the first goal or the second goal? Where it's Busquets to Messi, Messi made the right play. But Busquets the one with that hold that ball to the right point to give it to Messi to give him that open angle. Like his stats will never show in the game like as the MVP, but in my eyes he's MVP every single time.
Yeah, he's an underrated player. Like I think you said this in one of our episodes. Like Messi wouldn't be him if it wasn't for Busquets.
Xavi and Iniesta, yeah. So I said those three players. And now like,
but so for Miami, like Messi wouldn't be Messi if it wasn't for bringing Busquets and Jordi Alba.
So there's other soccer pundits that have been talking. Oh, I said sucker. I'm kind of drunk.
Hey yo.
Soccer pundits that they're now saying like we've talked about Messi effect, but like the Busquets effect is crazy. Like he's the guy. Shout out to MLS Weekly. We had him on the pod. He just put a little video out talking about like I wasn't talking highly of him, but like after seeing him, like he's a guy. Like, and that's another guy that we respect in this pod. Like, it shows like people are noticing that first of all, Messi's him. Himothy Johnson right there.
He's showing us.
But there's no Himothy without a him, and him is Busquets.
I mean, you need that. You need that someone that's going to compliment you. I think
shout out to whoever's my next partner. You gotta compliment me.
You better compliment me because I need you and you need me.
Can I be the Messi to you Busquets? Like for real?
Hey. Julio's looking for his Busquets or his Messi.
No, I'm Messi.
You are Messi.
A little bit.
Okay, but all things aside, LAFC versus Inter Miami. Remember how I said I didn't get to see Messi and friends? I finally got to see him.
And he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. Hey, but you know what? Whatever. LAFC lost, but Messi didn't score.
Shout out to McCarthy. Like, hey.
Hey, J-Mac, you the man. Shout out to J-Mac because can you imagine going down in history and saying, like, I stopped Messi goal? Which, at the same time, I'm a big fan of Messi, so I'm like, it was such a conflicting day. I'm not going to lie.
That's a flex. Like,
that's a big flex.
If they go to practice and, like, you get chipped by, let's say, I'm not going to say no teammate's name.
A teammate.
Yeah, a teammate. Or anybody, like, outside the game. Like, let's say the freaking Galaxy player chips you this weekend.
Yeah.
So you ain't Messi.
I stopped his goal.
Yeah, not you. Like, I'll let you go because you are nobody. Nah, it's crazy.
I think another thing of just Messi is just, like, the fact that he's just taking over, man. Like, everything MLS is related to Messi. Dude, I see, like, videos, I see captions, I see articles, and it's, like, Messi and the Miami team. Yeah. It's not even Inter Miami.
That's crazy because I think Busquets probably been the best player in Miami. But whatever.
But not just that. Like, how do you think the Inter Miami players feel?
Like a Yellen.
Jordi, Yedlin.
What's his name? Camachi, the young Argentinian.
You're talking about
the young Argentinian.
Kremish or something like that.
Something with a C.
The up and coming.
Yeah, the up and coming guy. But they have a great team.
They do.
But at the end of the day, when it's Messi and the rest, like,
how can you compete?
How can you compete?
I mean, not only on the games, but also he's taking over Apple TV branding. You know, like because of him, streams, viewership is going up, jersey sales are going up, but ticket sales are going up. Like,
just making the last point before we move on this point, Messi definitely like is the savior of MLS because he came in at a time now everybody wants to be a soccer fan, but just not that. Once MLS is done, Copa America,
a lot of other the Olympics,
the World Cup. Like this is gonna be three. It's gonna be if you're a real soccer fan, not one of these Messi
bandwagons.
Yeah, like bandwagons. Like if you played soccer in these dirt fields, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 2000, 2001, to everything to become turf, 2005 and up. Like you know the struggle of playing dirt. Sliding, being a soccer fan, and being made fun of for being a soccer fan. Now at this point, everybody's a soccer fan. So enjoy this because
it's only gonna go up from here.
Fat Joe said it best. On the way up.
On the way up.
So, but all right. Other than that, now we're going to the Trafico news. This weekend, when this episode comes out, it's gonna be Tuesday. Ramsey always says this, so I gotta say it too. So this episode will come out on Tuesday after the Trafico. So
we can't talk much about it, but
yeah, but how do you feel about this Trafico after this Messi hype? How do you feel like this Trafico hype is?
I think that aside from considering like who wins, I think that I will say like Messi has overcasted the fact that we have a Trafico game coming. Like I haven't heard people talk about it. It hasn't been a big thing, and it's always a big thing in LA. Like the Trafico, LA Galaxy and LAFC playing against each other is always big. But Messi coming has overcasted that, and it hasn't even given it its shine.
I have a hot take on that.
Okay, what's your hot take?
Everybody wasted their hard-earning money on that.
No one can pull up.
You can't afford it no more. They're like, hey, I got $30 on it. Can you hook me up?
Especially at BMO because...
So they're like, we can't afford because usually like LAFC guys can go for like 300, expensive side, 200.
At the cheapest, 200, 180, maybe last minute.
They're like, we just spent $1,700 on cheap tickets for the Messi game. I can't make it.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
And that's like a reality of it too, right? Like the ticket sales for Miami versus LAFC went up. The only Miami game happening in LA, so I'm pretty sure that had something to do with
your broke asses, just get to the game.
Hey, just pull up to Chuperia. Like, y'all can watch it right there.
Let's go to Chuperia. Let's go watch it there. I'll be at the game, and I'll meet you after.
We'll see you after the game.
Broke ass. No, I'm joking. All jokes aside.
Julio.
That Messi game.
We was there once.
No, that Messi game, they sent everybody back.
No, it did.
Oh, my God. It sent me back. I don't know how I was in there.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, it sent me back.
But
Bridget didn't want to keep on going after the game. She was like, I'm tired.
Dude, I was so tired. I could not keep going. Like when I tell you that I was going like running everywhere, I was running everywhere. I was exhausted.
Shout out to the Nilsson, my nephew. He was wild.
He was wild.
He was me after any other game. Like
he took up your personality. My cousin was on another. We didn't even talk about the celebrities. Anyway, it's not serious, but hella celebrities.
Let's talk. Oh, sorry. Circling back. Yeah. Prince Harry. That was my. I was like crazy. Like Prince Harry at the LAFC game. Like, bro, like you left.
That's wild.
You left the royal family to come to LAFC. That's crazy.
Hey, everybody, like there was big names in there.
But
you know what was funny?
So on the comments, is it true that they're getting divorced? There was a lot of rumors as I was walking around like, hey, Prince Harry's getting divorced with
Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know. That's a rumor I heard.
Hey, rumor has it?
TMZ, shout me out.
Hey, LAFC heard it first. Anyway, so yeah, lots of celebrities. We're not gonna go into that.
Was LeBron James really there though?
I don't know I don't think I saw LeBron. I saw Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, but like they gave us a list at the press box.
Not everyone showed up.
Notable, Tiger was there and Tiger didn't show up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, crazy ass. So put the lime in the coconut and twist it all up. No, he said put the lime in the coconut and twist it all up. So like, LeBron James was there, so I was like, all right,
Allegedly.
So I have my meeting. I was like, I'm gonna look for his ass.
Nah, I don't think he was there, to be honest. I don't think he showed up.
All right.
I will say, I don't think he showed up.
They had other Laker names on there. I forget the names. I saw LeBron James after that. I was like,
gone. Nah, I don't think he made
it.
But if he did, I hope he enjoyed his time.
But the celebrities were outside.
They was outside doing their thing. We're not gonna get into that. We gonna talk about what's coming up next.
My boy Julio from the Dodgers. You was wild.
Hey, he's not your boy no more. We don't associate with him anymore. He has to figure his things out because he got cut.
I saw him walking, stumbling at the game.
That's how you know. I don't know.
Like,
everyone figures it out.
Julio's being Julio, but not the right Julio.
Nah.
Not the right Julio. Not the right Julio.
We're not gonna talk about that Julio.
All right, for sure.
We don't appreciate those kind of Julios.
Shout out to other good Julios.
But this weekend coming up, LAFC, or it already happened at this point. LAFC, LA Galaxy. I think that what this game means for both of them, it means a lot in different ways. For LA Galaxy, I think they're trying to figure out how to get to the top, how to make it into the playoffs. For LAFC, they need this win to solidify that they are that team and that they can make it beyond what they've been going through. LA Galaxy is more on like, we're trying to make it into the final stages, to make it into the playoffs, to kind of like recollect ourselves and go as far as we can. Who wins? I don't know. I obviously I have my bias on it, but I do think another part of it is just like, it's gonna bring excitement to LA in general. It's gonna bring back our energy for LA, and I feel like that's been lost a little bit because of the whole Messi thing.
So I think this game means a lot to both teams. First of all, LA Galaxy trying to climb from the bottom to the top. Mm-hmm. LAFC not going from the top to the bottom. Like, they're both fighting for something different, but it means a lot for LAFC because something that has been like the Portland game that I was just at. It just doesn't seem like there's no cohesivity. Ooh, I can't even say the words right now.
Cohesiveness.
Cohesiveness. I'm so drunk. So cohesiveness. They just seem like there's a struggling team that's trying to find themselves, and instead of like letting the game come to them, they are forcing themselves. LA Galaxy is another team, like roster, like look at the names. You're like, this is the team.
The team.
So they're just looking for that motivation to like climb to the point where like they get to where they expect to be. Mm-hmm. Cunts, you're fucking doing a great job. Like you made this roster. Next year, this roster is gonna be scary. He's gonna be super scary. So I wish we had William Steele in the LAFC. Now he's the GM for LA Galaxy, but like he's doing a great job with his roster. Sky's the limit with him at the front. But LA Galaxy, what this means to them is basically a stepping stone to get that momentum to keep climbing up the ranks, so they can make that 9th position. And after that, who can tell? Once you make playoffs, it's not about a season game. It's about winning the game in front of you. So this can change the trajectory for either team. One team that has a great roster, LAFC, has an amazing roster that did great things early on, but has fell off for the last month or so, gives them back to have that confidence to play the rest of the MLS season. Another team that's been struggling, made a lot of great roster moves to give them that confidence to like keep on climbing to the top. So either way, I feel like whatever LA team wins, you'll see way more of that team in the future opposed to the team that loses.
Yeah. I think with LA Galaxy, it's just like, if they're even able to make it to playoffs, I think it's going to be a great thing, because then we're going to have 2 LA teams in the playoffs. And I think that that's something to be proud of. And like, I think that as much as there's a rivalry between LAFC and LA Galaxy, we want LA to win. Right?
LA's important.
We want LA to be up there, but most importantly, just in general, like we want MLS to like move on up, create, the football, the soccer, sportsmanship that we always wanted. I think it's going to be a great game. I think that they're both going to show up hungry, motivated, and like ready to fucking take it all, or like to show who they are. Granted, the last LA Galaxy and LAFC game that we saw, LA Galaxy won. then again, LAFC played their, like their second
Are we
strings.
going to have 4th of July, Bridget, for this game or not?
Oh, wait, that's that game, too. I totally forgot about that game. I didn't even remember that game. I was talking about the other game.
Still with the playoff game?
Yeah. I was talking about, I don't even know what game I was talking about, but damn, I forgot about the Rosebud game. Yeah, she's probably going to come back.
Hey, Bridget Rosebud was a vibe, yo.
She came back from Mexico. She was
third
outside.
Person, I like she third person. She's crazy.
Nah, I hope. I mean, it depends, right? It depends on how the game goes. I hope the best for both of the teams, but I think it's about time that we bring it back to the LA energy, like the vibes of LA. And I think that's what we're gonna see this weekend. And I hope both teams the best. I hope that they bring both like all the energy so that we have a great game, no matter who wins.
Yeah. So after the game, we're both gonna be at Chuperia. First 3 people that
Meet
say
and greet.
Yeah. First people that say Chuperia, Bridget, I'll buy them a drink.
That's a crazy ass
All three of us. Rosebud, Bridget.
Bridget's corner.
First, yeah. That sounds too crazy. That's too, nah. Let's say Rosebud, Bridget. The first people say Rosebud, Bridget.
If you made it this far, Rosebud, Bridget.
You won't see it because it's going to come out after that thing of like, I'll have to buy you a drink.
Dude,
y'all can take a drink with us.
This is why we need Ramsey, because Ramsey would have been like, that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Because,
I knew it doesn't make sense. I ain't trying to buy these people a drink.
Oh my God. Okay, well, we're talking about the derby. We're talking about El Trafico, but something that we have to discuss, because we're in MLS season, we're in prime time of things. Between LA Galaxy, knowing that they're trying to climb their way to the top, and Inter Miami, that's also trying to climb their way to the top, who do you think has a better chance?
Inter Miami, they haven't lost yet. They tied a game.
They won the last 11 games and then tied one.
So yeah.
12 total.
Yeah, so I'm going Inter Miami. Like, what LA Galaxy is missing and is going to come next year, and I already know this. Don't tell me how, like, don't tell me why, like, whatever. They just need a new coach. Mm-hmm. To this day, I still think Bob Bradley is one of the best U.S. soccer minds. But once they lost, LAFC lost him. Sorry, once LAFC stopped like respecting his way of coaching, it was over.
So what? I mean,
I'm saying Greg.
Bob Bradley just got fired from Toronto.
I know, but it's because like
it's
whatever.
Not the U.S.
No, what I'm saying is like he got fired, but like I don't feel like he's just honestly. Bob,
you think Bob needs to come back to L.A.?
Bob, no, not L.A. I'm just not L.A. I'm just saying Bob, he's just a great soccer mind that I respect in U.S. soccer. Okay. So he can go back to the U.S. men's national team. Like that's how much I love Bob Bradley's way of playing. But when you lose a team, Toronto was already struggling before he got there. So he like you can't even make LAFC win. So bye. Like there was no risk. There was whatever. So let's not even get to the problem. What I'm saying is what LA Galaxy needs is fresh new coaching. Mm-hmm. Once Bob left, Sharundula came in. What happened? Championship. Mm-hmm. That's what LA Galaxy needs. They have a great roster. They just need somebody to like hype them up. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy.
I honestly think. I mean, I would want LA Galaxy to make it to the playoffs, and I honestly, truthfully, I'm not gonna be here and sit like, oh, I think Galaxy has a better chance than Miami. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it just depends. Like, are we gonna see Messi playing in these next couple like Miami games? Do you think that that's gonna be a thing? Are they gonna step him out? He just played for his international team. Granted, he played the first game, not the second game. I think he's coming back to Miami. It could be that they do that, right? Like they want him to be fresh for the MLS
for the Atlanta game.
Yeah,
but like I feel like. But
do you really think they're gonna play him?
They should not play Messi in any turf field. Protect Messi at all costs. Like you see a turf field, like no, bro, do better. Get it from grass. Like ew.
Bye.
Bye. Like swipe left. Like
Bobo, no.
I don't know if that's the right. Whatever. Swipe to the way that it says no. Like whatever.
It's left.
There you go. Haven't got denied that much.
Not that I know, but
no, but like yeah, like that's what's missing. Like that's what's next for MLS. Like all grass field, make it all fields that are not turf, and you can see the whole field and not have blind spots. Shut up, Portland.
Damn, not the blind spots.
It's crazy.
I mean, I hope that LA Galaxy makes it to the playoffs.
Me too.
I think a little bit for me, it's just like I just don't want Miami to make it. Only because I feel like they're profiting off of Messi and the players that they just got, which is fine. Like, I don't mind. But I'm just like, but that's not the original team.
All right, so take out LAFC, take out Miami. Who do you want to win MLS? Because I'll say I'm taking out LAFC because I know you're a fan, but like, take out LAFC, take out Miami. Who
out of all the teams?
Yeah.
I think I would be rooting for St. Louis because it's like their first year. They've been on a grind. That's who I take it all the way.
I like St. Louis vibes too. Yeah.
I feel like we should also do like an urban pitch.
St. Louis shit. Honestly, like.
What about you?
I think I would root for, like, to be honest, like, because, like, I'm just a fan of I've been a fan of MLS for years. Kept them in the back burner for, like, late 2010s and 2015 and up, just because I thought it was getting a little boring, a little stale after Beckham left. But I think I would want a DC United just because, like, that's another team that has a lot of history, and I feel like they deserve it. It's a team that I think they were the first champions of MLS, and then like they beat Galaxy twice. Even though I was sad because like I was an LA fan, most of the team fan. I was an LA fan, so I just want DC United to come back to the glory that they had at one point. They were that it team at one point. Eddie Pope, forget the other people. Diaz Arce, like they had some players, yo.
Okay.
So yeah, like I will
one time for the one time.
Yeah, one time for the. You gotta respect the OGs before you respect the current. So like, give some shout out to the OGs, DC United. They had Echeverri. What's the other Bolivian guy's name? It was Echeverri and Reynoso or Reina, like number 9. So they had a squad, yo. The 2 Bolivians just taking over that team.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, maybe.
And the DMV has a lot of freaking Salvadorian fans. Like, there's a lot of Salvador. Shout out to Moises. He came in last week and said, as a like, was it like second something? But we have a big Salvadorian population there. Hey, DC United is where I'm at.
They're repping.
And
they're repping hard.
Their Blossom jerseys, like sick ass jerseys as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, right? I feel like, what does Ramsey say? When it comes to the playoffs, it's not who's the best, it's the one who shows up. What is it? You know what he says.
Ramsey's not even here. We don't even care no more. Clip that.
Ramsey, bye.
No.
We can't do that to him. He's the one that holds.
Low key.
Hey, shout out to Ramsey. We miss you. Hope you come back one day.
Oh, but like, let's, before we even like, you went golfing for the first time last Friday. How was it?
I did. Okay, so I remember, I don't know if it was you or Ramsey or Roy.
Ramsey wasn't there for sure.
No. But before it happened.
All right.
It was you, Ramsey, or Roy that was like, all Bridget needs is to get the golfing bug, and then she's going to be in. And like, we're going to have her inserted in the group. And we went to Top Golf. Honestly, I didn't even know we were going to be doing the whole course. Like, I thought we were going to be doing... It's not even a real
course. It's a 10-hole, 3-part course.
First of all, I don't know, okay?
Right.
I thought we were just going to be hitting, like, the Top Golf. Yeah,
the bay.
Yeah.
So for people that listen out of states, the only Top Golf that has, like, a course next to it is the one in El Segundo in L.A.
And that's where we were. I showed up, and apparently I had a whole cart ready to go and walk around the whole course. Long story short, I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time. Like, I think that my competitive side as an athlete came out. I really wanted to do good. I really wanted to like hit.
We won.
We did win. Yep. Hey, shout out to Urban Pitch Squad because we beat them. My first time and we won. So that has
free
to say
dinner.
Something.
Yeah.
Hey, free dinner. What's up? Should we say anything else? Do you have anything on your mind? Some quick takes, your hot takes.
Hot take, Boanga, do better. Stop being selfish. Let the game come to you. You're a great player. You don't have to force the game. The game will come to you. So relax. Give the ball to Bella. You give that ball to Bella, that Miami game is different. All right, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Well, I think that we're good. Ramsey, we miss you, but this has been an amazing episode. Solo Dolo, Julio, Brigitte, co-executive directors of Vibes. For me,